Good morning folks, welcome to this week's video. We've crossed over the border, we're in Six Finger Land into Norfolk. We're going to take a wander down to the beach. We shall see you in a bit. Alright, welcome to this week's video. So yeah, you're joining me in Norfolk today. So we just crossed over the border, we're on the Norfolk coast. It's this time of the year when the seals are giving birth on the coast, so I thought we'd just take a wander up here and see whether we can see some seal pups here. So we parked in a little village called East Somerton. Now there isn't really any parking around here, it's just I parked at a friend's house here. We've got about 20 minutes walk around Burnley Hall and down onto the beach there, and then we're going to walk north along the beach there and see whether we can see any seals. Well, it's good to get back to normal actually after that long month of canvassing for the Fjordhaven Polar. So yeah, unfortunately we didn't make it. We came fourth. We weren't picked by the jury. There was a guy from Belgium who, I must admit, well done, because your videos were absolutely fantastic. So yeah, you deserved that. So that's all done. We're a couple of weeks away from Christmas, so I thought I'd just come and head out. Bit of a break, take a wander down to the beach and have a look at some seal pups. So this time of the year, you've got two different breeds of seals that come up onto the beach to give birth. You've got the common seals and you've got the grey seals. Now, a little bit further up the coast here, you can see 3,000–4,000 seals on the beach with their pups. So they basically come ashore this time of the year, give birth, and the seal pups remain on the beach until they lose their pup coat and are able to feed for themselves in the North Sea. So they'll be sitting on the beach until about February, I think it is, and there's absolutely thousands. So we're a little bit further south than where the main nursery is, and I'm sure we're still going to see some. There is a big place up at Horsea there. It gets very, very busy. Thousands of people go up there to see the seals. But I thought I'd come just a little bit further down the coast where there's no people about, have a wander, have something to eat and have a look at these little pups. So you can just see the dunes in the far distance there. So we've just got to carry on walking down this lane here, and then that'll bring us round to the dunes. And then just over the side of the dunes, that's the North Sea over there. So we'll carry on making our way down there. Not sure what to expect, sort of sea conditions. Oh look, there's a seal right on the footpath over there. We've got a southerly wind at the moment, so it should be blowing a little bit offshore here, so hopefully we'll be in for some good weather. But there's one right on the footpath here. We'll have to go up the side of the dune that way, I think. Just going to turn the camera around. There's a seal pup just sitting right on the footpath over the dunes here, just sound asleep. But this is, they come right over the dunes, right down into this little piece of heathland down here. Obviously I don't want to get too close. I don't want to upset the mother or upset the pup, so we'll stay at this distance. It's a good old fight going on behind me here. Well, there's thousands of them, all up and down the coast as far as you can see. You've got the big grey seals over there, and then you've got the common seals. So the seal pups will stay on the beach until about February. Their coat at the moment isn't waterproof at all, so they can't go into the sea, so they're relying purely on the mother's milk at the moment. We had an issue a few years ago when we had a massive tidal surge. I mean, down at Hemsby it knocked out half of the cliff and half of the houses down there, and it wiped out half of the seal population. But it's great to see. So as you can see from this, there is no one about at all. There's a couple of walkers just in front of me. If you were further up the coast towards Horsea, this would be heaving. People let the dogs down on the beach. There's been a few seals killed by dogs this year. Kids are frightened. The mother's away. Right, so I think what we'll do is we'll walk south. I'm not going to walk north because there's loads of seals in the gap there between the dunes. So we'll just walk south for a little bit, and we'll try and find a place that's a little bit sheltered from the wind, and we'll have a brew, and we'll have some food. Right, so we're just sort of hiding in a holler at the minute in between the grass here. We'll just get some water on a boil. We've got a meat and broccoli stew from the Real Termat to eat today. Just going to have a brew as well. We'll do a little bit more filming of the seals here. The tide's gone to push now, so the bigger seals are heading out into the water, so we'll get some footage of that done. But we'll just wait for the water to boil now. So a beautiful day so far. It's really quite mild, like I said earlier on, but yeah, it's great to see all the seals out here. Absolutely beautiful, and there's no one about really as well. But I am sort of just off the path here, so someone might come flying behind me in a second. Right, we'll just wait for this to heat up. Not too far. And we'll get some water in the food, get a coffee on the brew, and then we'll sit and watch the seals for a bit. So I didn't bring the dog with me today because of the seals, basically. Knowing what she's like, she'll chase after these. I could stick her on a lead, but it's just I don't want to chance it really. So she stayed at home today. Hello, me. Just what's needed. The big old bull seals out in the sea there, they're coming on shore. Look at this. There's a lot more coming up onto the beach now. The tide's now on the make. I'm going to give this one a go for the way home. So this is an energy drink by Real On The Go. I haven't tried these ones before. This one's lemon. So this takes 3 decalitres. I haven't got a clue what decalitre is. But anyway, on the back of it, it's got a fill line on the back. So I'm just going to fill this up and then I'll put it back in the water bottle and we'll see how that is. I don't know whether you can hear those seals. Pups calling out for the mothers. So out of all of these thousands and thousands of seals that are on the beach here, when mother goes out to feed, she has to come back to exactly the same place, and it's the call from the pup that she can recognise out of all of the other hundreds of seal pups on the beach. So let's see what this is like. It's up to the fill line. Oh, it has dissolved really quickly. Let's see what this is like without spilling it. That's alright, that is. So I think what I'll do is I'll stick that in the bottle for the way home. We'll pack up this lunch stuff. We'll just sit down on the end of the grassy knoll down there, and we'll try and get some of the bull seals coming in on the beach. Right, so that's dinner all packed away. So I think what we'll do is we'll see whether we can film some of the seals all coming in. There's a lot of seals that are coming onto the shore now, so we'll see whether we can get some of them on footage. So that just about wraps up this week's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I just wanted to show you the seals here on the beaches in Norfolk. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please hit the subscribe button just here. And as always, there's a couple of videos, and hopefully we'll see you outdoors next week on the next one.